Okay, welcome back, guys, to part 2 with this specific presentation. We're going to finish up and talk about how to close out a paragraph by putting together a well-done conclusion. So let's get started. So, concluding sentences. What do we know about them? Well, a conclusion really lets the reader know that your writing is done, that you're complete. Scoring rubrics for explanatory, that says expository, but we're moving from expository to explanatory. It means the exact same thing. Always expect that you're going to have a strong conclusion at the end. And a conclusion might summarize the info that you talked about in the paragraph. It maybe will restate the topic, but use different words. A conclusion might be the clincher that encourages your reader to reflect on the topic and take action. And one thing I really want you to think about is when you have a teacher asking you to write something in a testing environment, or if you're actually doing, like, I don't know, the pre-sats or the SATs or the ACTs or something, and they're asking you to do a written component. One thing that you really should think about, I mean, if your brain can really only come up with 2 really great example sentences, those should be your first and last sentences. That's how important the topic sentence and the concluding sentence is to a paragraph. So if you're going to put any effort or energy into a specific area, that would be where I would tell you to go. What not to do with your conclusions? Well, you're never allowed to end a paragraph with sentences like this. Now you know everything I wanted to tell you about. Insert topic here. Or ending a paragraph. This was my paragraph about cats, or whatever it is you're talking about. I don't even know. That's all I have to say about that, period. Or, Mrs. Carter, I hope you liked my paper. Oh my God, if you write any of those, I'm going to hand it back to you and say, please redo the concluding sentence. So, please stop, revise, rethink before you submit anything that has sentences like these. Words that can signal a conclusion, go ahead and write these down. Don't forget, anytime you see the pencil means I want you writing something down. But try really hard not to overuse these words. Think about variety. Word choice is so important. Okay, so what are my expectations for your writing? Well, to get a C, you might repeat the topic sentence with a concluding word at the beginning, or use a concluding word at the beginning and change a word or 2 of the topic sentence. But as long as the topic sentence and the concluding sentence are somewhat similar, but you at least have, those at the ends, at the beginning and the end, then I would consider that to be, a proper paragraph. It's not very good, but I would at least say that you're proficient in constructing a proper paragraph. As far as getting a B, what I would be looking for is for you to pull some keywords from that topic sentence and deliberately repeat them in the conclusion. So, that means that you would pull these keywords from the topic and then think of synonyms or something to those words to use in your concluding sentence. So a little bit different. And then finally, for expert, I would be looking that you maybe have like a thought-provoking question at the end for your reader to think about, or something similar to a mastery-style topic sentence with some maybe figurative language thrown in, or just an artfully crafted word choice, maybe some complex internal punctuation, so creating like a compound complex sentence. I'm just looking for, you going above and beyond a regular, boring, old, simple sentence structure. So, now you're finished with tonight's homework. This part 2 was not too bad, but I think in the end, when you compare everything, we've now gone over how the components of a paragraph, how to put together some really awesome topic sentences, your body sentences, and how to make those more detailed and descriptive, using transitions, as well as how to wrap up your paragraph. That is a lot of information in just a couple of videos for homework. And, now we can move on to our actual proficiency and get ready to move on to our next project, which is going to be really exciting. So overall, hopefully you've learned a lot about, basic construction of a paragraph, which we will then, expand out and talk about essay writing from there. So don't forget to go back to Sophia and finish the digital portion. Write down your summary and ask your hot question, press submit, and you'll be done. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in class tomorrow.